That is good news.
And
I've been wondering where the storm's been at. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen you in some chats though, so I wasn't like, at least I don't have to be too worried. But good to hear you're gonna be coming back to playing soon.
it'll be a surprise comeback. You just don't know when. You will see it coming.
Never know when the storm's gonna roll in. Like you never know who's gonna win these races. I mean, we were talking about it earlier. There's some close matchups. Two mid to low 16s. We get much better than that in the Mario sphere. We're rolling into the intro cutscene here. And starting things off with a version difference, so that's something interesting. Probably should have expected it, but I wasn't really expecting Super Viper to be playing on English.
And there's some things I'm not forgetting that we got two different versions. We got, but good to know I'm seeing some players again, especially at 4 race.
Yeah, definitely interesting to see the differences come out. It's not really that big of a deal. I think it's like that comes down to like a second or something. It's really not that big a deal, but Tabby's might going a little bit psycho as we roll off here into Lactu Skip. Good for Sifo. I was about to say Tabby Storm. I was looking at Tabby's day, but Super Viper as well, nabbing that. A little bit scuffed setup though. Oh man.
Yeah, I thought you were. Yeah, that's how you said my mic was cutting out.
Oh yeah, sounds way better now.
Yeah, I had to put my headphones right around my neck. I'm using my hand free to listen. Only my headphones mic I get to use.
Yeah,
So-
both players going for LBLJ here though. That's pretty surprising.
Oh. Yeah, I thought it's no LBOJ, but this looks like we're gonna go on the next level for this tournament.
Yeah, no, LBLJ, anything is allowed as long as it's a valid route on the leaderboards. So, good to see both players showing up to play today. Not really underestimating the other runner. I mean, it's even not that bad of an idea just to go for no LBLJ, even in these races where it is allowed, as we see Super Viper missing that red coin there, gonna have to double back for it, but just the consistent safe strategies involved in no LBLJ make it so good in races.
Both had to go on save cycles though, and looking pretty good.
We'll see how Bowser treats both of them, as Sifo just a little bit behind here heading into the pipe, but not too bad. As you know, you got to keep that intro cutscene in mind. You know, Super Viper did have that slight deficit early on, but making it up at a missed Bowser toss there.
They just got it. I just recursed a prediction.
Oh man,
I don't know if that-
prediction. Prediction is the thing that we're supposed to do, huh?
Oh, yeah. I kind of said things which made no
That's
sense.
funny.
But
The last prediction in this channel was totally not late prediction, so we're just gonna reuse that one because that is very accurate. Definitely not a late prediction.
what do you mean HW race?
Yeah, I don't know what an HW is. Like, oh, hardware maybe?
The way.
No, this is both players are on N64s. So the way this tournament has been split up is basically we had enough applicants to where we have an N64 bracket and we have an emulator bracket. So the N64 is just original hardware, and then the EMU bracket is everything else. As we see Super Viper grabbing.
Kneeling owlless and Sid kneeling cannonless.
Yeah. Two different stars there, but nice to see both players grabbing their respective ones. First try.
Yeah, there are sometimes decisions on what star you really hate the most. You have to go for that first, because you just get to reset a lot.
Definitely a lot of personal preference there. Is Super Viper going for the full setup? Not going to grab it. I didn't quite catch it. Was there a plank push there?
I don't know. Right now the screen share is loading up. I'm just gonna have to fix this up.
All right, rain sounds coming in clutch. Don't know if that came over on the stream, but Super Viper having a little bit of struggles there with the cannonless. Maybe tying things up for now, but I do believe that Sif is in kind of a commanding position here, making up quite a bit of time.
Ooh, get a head bonk there, but not a big deal. It's no big deal.
And yeah, all matches in this tournament are going to be best of 3, except for the final. It's going to be a best of 5.
Oh,
So
sounds more challenging than 3.
yeah, there's definitely a different aspect to it. I mean, even just, oh man, Super Viper having some issues with cannonless here, going for this very speedy backup, but at some point you got to think, all right, well,
Oh, he's going for texture. Yeah, yes, he's good.
yeah, I mean, when you're, I don't know, I can't really speak for Super Viper, but at least for me, like, I do sock folder so, like, infrequently by myself, like, doing runs against myself or even in races that, like, doing sock folder for me is, like, super ultra inconsistent. Like, I think it's even less consistent than doing texture for me at this point. Sifo going to be grabbing that pillarless a little bit to the right there, but not having to go over the edge of the pyramid, so that was nice. I'm also just here for Tabby. I actually was going to cancel the whole stream, but Tabby said that he was going to commentate, so figured we'd leave it on. Super Viper going for his own plus here.
Missing Klepto there.
Yeah, kind of an uncharacteristic miss. You don't see people... That angle was terrifying, and Super Viper taking a bad angle there, a bad ground pound, and gonna be taking a death in shifting sandland. Some rough breaks from Super Viper so far in this race.
Curse Discord for cutting out this stupid stream of yours in Discord, so...
You could always just watch the stream if that works better.
It does, but yeah, it's a good idea every time.
It's a little bit far behind, but you can still, like, keep up.
As a replay, I can count on. Works for me.
Alright, so Sifo heading over here to Lethal Lava Land as Super Viper still has 2 more stars to collect here in Sandland. Bit of a rough situation. See if Sifo's able to maintain this lead. I mean, Super Viper is the favorite going into this one.
Yeah, Lethal Lava Land is hard when you're doing 16.
Yeah, I mean, in no LBLJ, if you're not going for any super fancy routing, you can skip over pretty much every star in LLL. Just do 8 red coins. But in LBLJ route, you got to get the bully, you got to get side hop. There's so much stuff that you have to get that's honestly really difficult.
Finishing SSL with the last star. I don't get for the fact that people just started to end up entering in the pyramid after struggling to get up that pyramid star. Like, how hard is it to get a star on that pyramid as you just struggle to, like, going from the underside of that star?
Yeah, I mean, going into the pyramid's a little bit difficult. What I can't understand is how people go for that bird as the first backup. Like, I know it technically saves time overall, but that is so difficult. It just opens up so many avenues for death. Is Sifo grabbing that standing side hop, so not grabbing the moving one, but going to make it work regardless. If Super Viper can grab it moving. Big leap on the second jump there, going to be burning his booty.
Oh, that firsty.
And 2 slices of pie left.
One more burn and he's dead.
That's a really late wall kick, and Super Viper taking a death here again in Lethal Lava Land.
Honestly, that camera didn't look good to me, so maybe I blame the camera.
Oh no, and Sifo taking a bonk here. It is just absolute madness in Lava Land as neither player can catch a break. Unfortunately, Sifo taking it in stride though.
Okay,
Laughed it off.
SuperViper is good. And yep, he's doing a ledge grab combo on that cage, pulling the lunar up there.
Yeah. I feel like Lunar gets the brunt of a lot of like, I don't know, just like way too much like stuff that happens to everybody. People just call it a Lunar. But shout out to Jay Waterman in the chat throwing on another sub. Really appreciate that.
You know, it's funny every time Lunar gets something wrong in like a small thing, he just kind of screams. You know, the funny thing that has ever happened, like I left his stream AFK, and when I was gonna to get some food, my mom walked into my room and just saw Luna, and she was just as confused as who was this man playing this game. And she looked just as confused as, who is this guy? And I got no words but to try my best not to laugh in front of her. It happened twice, though.
Yeah, I'd hate to have my parents walk in on me watching Lunar jump and have to explain myself. I'm not gonna lie. A little bit strange. Watching a grown man play children's video games, kind of concerning. One thing I can say is that at least when Lunar's raging, you know, it's like short-lived. It's not like a situation where it's like, okay, never mind. Sometimes it's not short-lived. But either way, Sifo here, grabbing triple jump wall kick, emergency exit. Not my favorite routing, but definitely making it look like it is a decent choice. SuperViper nabbing that triple box jump.
Box strats, Cindy. Okay, dodge that RNG, and you're safe.
Ooh.
Until the end.
Yeah, taking an unfortunate bonk there. Not quite enough height to clear. Grabbing it, not a big deal. Gonna be leading with a sub 12 HMC, which all things considered in a race, I mean, taking a death as well. It's not too bad of a situation. It's not really like, you wouldn't be going into the race being like, oh, I'm gonna be fine with a sub 12, but considering the circumstances, I think Sifo's be alright with that one. Interesting angles from Sifo. Not gonna go for any sort of glitchy wall kick with the MIPS here.
This camera angle is scary. Doesn't seem right.
Oh man. There we go. Alright.
There we go.
Yeah, taking quite a few attempts there before finally clipping through. But at least we kept the rabbit in bounds. That's always good. Sort of sub we get here. I'm guessing we're gonna see 2 rear subs, but maybe somebody will show up to play and go for the front sub. Oh?
Yep,
oh?
He's going front sub.
Oh? Sifo, are we throwing? I'm not sure. Okay, if I was Sifo and I knew the situation in this race, unless I'm very, very confident in front sub, I'm not going for it, but I gotta respect my man for trying. We'll see if it works out. Looks like a good lineup. That's one more jump, and Sifo grabbing front sub here. Just absolutely balling out in first place right now.
Yeah, okay. Viper almost bonking into that pillar, but he managed to escape and enters in. And we got Sifo in Fire Sea by now.
Sifo definitely.
Question is, are we gonna see pole glitch? Yes, we are, and he's definite. Never mind.
Sag.
He was good at first, but messed up at the end.
Yeah, pole glitch pretty precise. You can, of course, kind of fudge it in there. We have seen that in the tournament before, where people come at it from like a burn or some crazy angle and still manage to grab it. But a little bit unfortunate there, as gonna have to take that late cycle. But SuperViper going for rear sub, having a little bit of opportunity here to grab an early cycle and Fire Sea and catch up just a tad. It's like 6 or so seconds, 7 seconds maybe. I don't know what cycles you're going for. It looks like we're going no pole glitch here, which is not quite as fast, slightly slower, but is quite a bit more consistent for most players, so.
The need to do is just reach that cycle. You don't need to go really this fast.
Yeah, and making it with the triple jump dive, not having to do a ledge grab. Super Viper definitely saving some time here over Sifo and Fire Sea. Heading into BLJ's here, Sifo with the lead. It'd be interesting to see if we're gonna have that change here, as BLJ's can be a brutal. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah, he got the first touch.
Yeah, getting a wacky arm movement. BLJ on the first attempt, but second one locking in, capitalizing. See how the second staircase goes. It's more wacky arms, and then another second catch, a little bit less clean this time around, but definitely a solid set of BLJs for a race. Sifo absolutely cruising into bits here. Super Viper with pretty big shoes to fill here. What size are Super Viper's feet?
What is that camera angle?
Oh!
Anyway.
Okay. Super Viper
Ooh.
playing the game for sure.
He plays the game safe. He plays the game like a madman.
Yeah, this is not over yet.
And we got the final staircase
Okay.
to reach it, and he's in.
Oh. How did Sifo grab that ledge there? Almost always when you do that, you get a fake like ledge grab or something and fall down. But managing to grab triple jump wall kick third try. You know, Sifo really going for all of the more difficult strats here, as we, you know, he has the lead, but he's still going for the hard stuff, which you gotta respect.
Okay. Now the question is, where would the throws lead up to, despite how many misses are we gonna get from one of these two?
Yep. Definitely something to consider here. Oh, that is a baby throw, but does connect somehow. Sifo working some
One little
magic.
spin throw, make it a blow. Okay, he's going one spin? Oh, or was that two spins? Not bad. Sif takes game one.
Yeah, pretty convincing victory, honestly. They call good shit.
We got 1755.
It's 1753. I got my timers mixed up. Normie.
Okay. And
Saw
SuperViper
nothing.
with an 1808.
Very true. So a pretty close game one here. I mean, kind of expected that one, but not quite in the way we were expecting, I think, in the scoreboard. Super Viper kind of a known community member in terms of racing, in terms of being around a long time. Sifo, I don't think is so well known, but definitely has been putting in the race reps as well as the game play. There's a lot of racing over on the Australian Tournameta channel, fairly certain. Looks like both racers probably ready to go here for game two.
And the countdown's about to begin.
Alright, and the racers are counted down. We're going to be taking a little bit of a like 15 minutes introduction here as the stream synced up. We're going into game 2. I think we see Super Viper take a win here. I don't think we see Super Viper go down without a fight. Definitely feeling a little bit down on himself in the intermission chat, but I mean, getting a low 17 in a race, for me personally, I can't dock myself for that. And as he was saying, this last split there, the BLJs and this guy were quite clean, so at least playing pretty well at the end. What was that?
Clean for both of them, as I was saying.
Oh yeah, the end game was nuts.
Yeah. I'm surprised it's not too much struggling than we just witnessed. Both had clean runs.
Yeah, definitely interesting as well to see that we had some like even, we were like even in the deaths as well. A lot of times you'll see one runner die a bunch or, you know, neither player die at all, but seeing a couple deaths on each side. I think Super Viper died twice and Sif died once. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they both died once, but
Yeah. I think, yeah, SuperViper died twice. Mr. Cannonless like 2 times, and yeah, Sif died once.
yeah, and missing Lakitu skip here. Super Viper, not what we were looking for.
Yeah, it may not be a good start, but we're gonna have to see what will happen in the end.
And another first try LBLJ from Sif. Can Super Viper deliver on his own second LBLJ in a row? Looks like it.
Scary camera at the start.
Yeah, Mario
Viper.
Cam all the way through. That kind of scares me, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yes, we do have the legendary backup god, Tabby Storm, in the chats. In the comms booth, even. As Super Viper going for some crazy stuff here, going for some backup movement. Unfortunate, not gonna grab the triple jump there, but should be okay as long as we don't die in Sifo. That was scary.
What is that camera angle from Sif? I don't understand.
That was so close to a death for Sifo, but making it work. Making it work.
I can't tell if it was intended to do that just to scare us or whatever, but that was something else.
Yeah, and Super Viper, I don't think can be very, you know, pleased by this Dark World performance, but overall, I hope we can see, you know, Super Viper kind of clean things up here after Dark World. The important thing is we made it through without dying and can make it easier on ourselves later. Sif could be missing that Bowser one toss, and yeah, luckily Bowser not turning around, but definitely unfortunate. Oh my goodness,
Oh,
Super
so
Viper.
is Super. What is going on?
I don't know. That's 3 out of 4 Bowser tosses. First Bowser tosses resulting in a miss so far in this series, which is kind of nuts. I mean, I could definitely relate, but not every day you see that in races that often. A bit uncharacteristic. The Super Viper just a few seconds behind here, heading into Wom's Fortress.
Okay, looking good, and he's good.
Super Viper can grab this Owlus here. First try. Love to see it. If we're gonna try himself now. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. His thumb must have slipped off, but no big deal.
Yeah, grabbing the first try there once we got to the actual trick. Movement leading up to it, a little bit sloppy, but not the end of the world. You see Super Viper going for that sock folder again here. No plank push. Does nab it this time.
Yeah.
Which, that was
a
a
wise decision since the beginning of that race.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say, you know, Super Viper having some issues with it before, as Sifo is looking like a Let's Play right there, running a lot on the ground, which is not optimal, but Super Viper actually did go for Sock Folder on the first one, which led to that whole series of unfortunate Canalist misses. It's good to see it actually working out this time. Chat and commentators both bullying Sif. I'm not sure if this is allowed on the Cool Cat Gang, but I have not seen any sort of rule document released, so... I mean, apparently anything goes. As Tabby is apparently trapped in a hurricane.
My what?
Nothing, don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. I understand this metaphor.
And asking to be shown in the rules where it says that a dog cannot play in the tournament. That is definitely not a rule and will never be a rule. Although, dogs will always lose, cats will always win. That is how it works.
RP Deck has some quotes for his...
Oh, it's Super Viper! Using the bomb to grab top of the pyramid. I mean, if this was the Swag Invitational, maybe earning himself some points, but this is unfortunately not. A Sifo. Oh, yeah, gonna take a death here on Plus, so. With a medium bomb here for Super Viper. That's a big leap. Part of the key ingredients to the medium bomb plus. Not getting a glitchy grab there on the side of the cage. And a nice medium bomb for Super Viper. Though, of course, a little bit slower. Definitely gotta be happy with that as a backup.
Yeah, that box bonk is very, like, unlikely to lose time, like, halfway because you just already grab it on the star. So...
Thank you, Melon, for adding the needed commands to the chat room. The ones everybody is looking for. Yeah, both players heading into Lava Land, and we have a little bit of a lead swap as Super Viper has regained control. Sifo taking some unfortunate quicksand time in SSL, but... Top stat guy Matt's rolling in the chat with the Prime Gaming subscription. Thank you so much for all the support, everybody. Outside of course, watching and, you know, monetary subscription, best way you can help support the channel is try to spread by word of mouth. I didn't have time to get the React roles set up in time, so we don't have, like, live notification pings in the Discord or anything like that, but, yeah, just sharing the stuff on Twitter, telling your friends where the races are happening, all helps out quite a bit. This is a bit strange to move the platform of the racing midway through the tournament, but I think we'll do okay. I think we're doing fine so far, and I appreciate everybody coming into the chat room to support here on the first day back at Cool Cat Gang. I don't even think Sif's capture looks like emulator. I think it's just capture card like saturation settings are just different than a lot of other people's. As Lit Potato and Menace Monk coming in with the subscriptions, as I say, it's not required to subscribe. Much appreciated. We have activated the scam train, so now we can awkwardly not raise any more money for the duration of the scam train. Very poggers, do not donate to the scam train. It is in fact a scam, as someone just gifted 5 subs. Come on, guys. What are you doing?
Oh, an anonymous gifter gifted 5 subs.
Yeah, and Super Viper grabbing that bully star, and Sifo with a rematch here with the doomed star. Died on that star in the last race, made it work this time. But Super Viper's still in the lead here, heading out of LOL. Oh no, and
Sifo could have saved it from that wall kick.
Taking a bit of an Omega Bonk.
Unfortunate.
You know what I like though is that, you know, we can see Sif's cam, and every time Sif makes like the most cataclysmic like run-ending failure, like he's got a smile on his face, which means he's here to have fun. He's here to have a good time. Obviously, we all want to be here to win, but
He's just living his day with us.
yeah, living his best life here in the Mushroom Kingdom right now.
Okay. Take the backup star. I thought he was gonna do the side flip to get up there.
And it looks like we're gonna have Super Viper maintaining this lead here, heading out of HMC. We've got the hard stuff out of the way. Just have to collect rolling rocks. Oh, excuse me. Actually, never mind. I thought we just got a emergency exit. Commentator actually not paying attention. Kind of cringe.
He missed the triple jump, so he went for rolling rocks.
Oh. Dang. The one time someone messes up left side, I don't comment on it. Even though I rip on left side every time I see it. Tragic.
You were paying attention to Viper, so I don't blame you.
Boat fan coming in with the tier 1 sub. Hype train at level 3, actually kind of crazy. Thank you for all the supports. Mips clip, looking good for Viper here. We'll see if we get a pro Mips.
Ooh, that's clean. Got some clean tables around this run.
I think we'll see the same. Oh, Sifo actually. Oh, looked like we were lining up to go for the wall kick there, but perhaps not. But first try here on the second door this time, which is good to see. We'll be interesting to see if Sif opts to go for that front sub again. In a bit of a deficit now. I don't know if the confidence is going to be flowing through his veins, but we'll see. Do we go for the 2 in a row? Tabby once again turning into Mr. Destructoid here. Not sure what you said, but Sif is going for front sub. Looks good on the turn. And that looks good. Gonna grab a second try, or second in a row rather, front sub. Don't want to do any disservice to Sif. 2 tries, 2 front subs so far in this series. Kind of cracked gamer, Super Viper. Looking a little bit scary there.
Too much dust coming out of Viper.
Yeah. Not gonna grab the... Oh, no. But Sifo taking a ground pound there. I feel like with, like, really good pole glitch movement, this is still possible. But not really looking good on the lineup. Just gonna go ahead and bail. Go for normal cycle.
I'm gonna try every possible movement to survive.
Oh my goodness.
Like I said, every possible movement to survive this scary level.
Yeah, there's a lot of lava in this level. And, I don't know if you've ever touched your booty to lava, but it doesn't feel good. Jason apparently subscribing, and I did not say anything about it. Kind of cringe. Just kidding. It was all by design. Not really sure who this Jason Urban Arts guy is, to be honest.
I think I met him, but I don't think I did.
I'm, of course, just completely lying through my teeth. Big love to Jason in the chat from Urban Arts, our sponsor for this event, as well as the SMO events. You know, quite a bit of money sending kids to school for game design, but we are getting into BLJs here. We don't have time to talk about Urban Arts quite yet.
It's time for the second end game. Who will take game 2?
Yeah, I mean, they both had really clean end games last time around. We'll see if they can duplicate that. As Super Viper unable to catch
Okay.
on the first attempt.
That's a 1 attempt.
Oh man, catching but
That's
unable
a
to grab it.
2. One more miss and Sif is gonna come in.
Is that enough speed? I think that's enough speed, but it's gonna be a
Enough
lot of air
speed. He needs
BLJs.
more jumps and he got it. Okay. Now Sifo taking a miss too.
Yeah, and Sifo here, unable to grab the BLJs. I can't say I'm a huge fan of where exactly we're hitting on the stairs. Getting conflicting sort of long jump animations a lot of the time, but Super Viper's into bits. We did hit the bottom of the stairs that time around. Didn't quite connect at the bottom, but made it work. Sifo onto volley 2 of BLJs on the endless stairs, but Super Viper already well into bits. Heading up to triple jump wall kick with Sifo
And
on his
he
trail.
is in. Okay. Viper's going for the scary strat. And I love the screen share so much.
I thought you switched to the stream.
I use the stream as a replay every time this stream cuts out, so there you go.
Commentator having an internet moment as Super Viper rolling up to Bowser 3. One throw already on the books as Sifo hoping for some misses here. Probably gonna need a couple. Second hit is good. And that is 3. Super Viper showing that he's pretty consistent with his end game. The BLJ is not looking quite as clean this time around, but making it work. I'm gonna bring this to a game 3. This is definitely a hype series. No
And
Drake in the chat.
1701.
Kind of concerned about this this Twitch page, honestly. There's no Drake. Questionable BTTV emojis.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think it's okay. I
Yeah.
just figured I had Viper's stream on, which is why the Discord screen share is lagging. So now I'm good now.
Oh, Pog. Hopefully no more Mr. Destructoid Tabby in the future. But these races have been really, really close. I mean, both players getting either 17s or 16s so far. It's kind of crushing it, honestly. See if the racers need a little bit of a break here in between matches 2 and 3, as everything is on the line here. There's no more do-overs. This is you either win or you go home. We're not quite into the main bracket yet, where it will be a group stage for the first first 3 matches from each player. So we will see at least 3 matches from each player that makes it into the group stage, but right now it is single elimination. Sifo letting me know that he's good to go. He's ready to go back to bed. I mentioned before that Sif lives in Australia, so very thankful to him joining the tournament and also being really flexible on the timings, but pretty unfortunate that Sifo's got to wake up to play these matches. Actually really impressive now that I think about it, that he's playing
Both
this
seem
good.
to be ready by now, so I guess we're good to go.
Very accurate. Oh, did I break it? Nope. We're good.
The countdown has begun into a go, and we wait.
Yeah, about 15 seconds or so from the last match here. We're all synced up right off the bat. I love to see it. But I'm excited. I mean, we're going to go into this last game. It is anyone's game for sure. We saw Sif come out with match number 1, looking pretty convincing. Just had a few too many errors, and SuperViper not really given quite as much room in match 2, so it's going to be a bit of a combination here. Some races it's very much, you know, one player has to be making all the mistakes, and one player has to be playing extremely clean, but not that kind of case here today, as both players are pretty evenly matched here going into match number 3. Tabby, what do you think about this one? Who's your favorite so far? Who have you been most impressed by?
So far, Civ, because he's playing good and a little mistakes, he's just chill. He's just enjoying it at least. Enjoying play the game. No need to take this too fast. So I kind of like Sif though. I just heard of him, so he seems pretty chill.
Yeah, I mean, just outside of the being chill aspect, you know, taking those mistakes in stride definitely is a good race quality to have, because if you're getting really upset, you're getting really stressed out over your mistakes, it can make it really, really hard to bounce back.
This is where the PLJ starts. Oh, Viper gets the miss.
Oh, yeah, and that's the first LBLJ miss of the series. A little bit shocking that that is the first LBLJ miss of the series. But definitely not where you want to be.
Huge lead. And this camera's scary.
Yeah, we have made it through the door, though. We have enough speed. Oh, we're going to make it into the unfortunate area here. I do believe it's called the gay baby jail. This is too steep of an angle. Needs to go with less of a steep angle, or else he will never clip through this wall. SuperViper, you need to be more parallel.
This isn't the right angle to go through.
Oh, dude. This is tragic.
That's the wrong angle.
Yes, okay, that's good. You need to hold upright and you'll be good. No, we didn't hold upright.
Okay, at least he's out of there. Just going for the safe route now.
Yeah, but that is a rough start for SuperViper. I mean, oh man, that's the risk of going for LBLJ in races. I mean, sometimes it all works out, like we've seen on Sif's side and like SuperViper has seen in the last couple matches, but when something like this happens, it's like, alright, now you've started out and not only are you not getting that 30-second time save, you know, you're also having a pretty rough start with the time lost early on.
The only thing like that from what SuperViper had is from Benji from GSA as he was racing Cheese, and I just saw the highlights and I was like, what just happened? Like the entire race of Benji and Cheese was a huge meltdown from racer to racer. If anyone was there, then you might know.
Oh, SuperViper!
And the curse is lifting up, inherited in SuperViper's gameplay.
Yeah. I mean, you hate to see it, honestly, but like at the same time, from a viewership perspective, it's kind of entertaining when both players are having a bit of a meltdown. When it's just one, it's like, oh man, you kind of can't do anything but feel bad. But when both people are making mistakes, it's like, I don't know, it's kind of enjoyable. It's like a little slugfest. You know, you never know what's gonna happen next. Never know who's gonna lose the next 10 seconds. But SuperViper here looking to clean some things up. Going for a cannonless full sock folder again. Not going for plank push, and not gonna connect, unfortunately.
We don't know if what's Viper's thoughts right now, though. But that is Cam. Here we go. And Sif off to a good start. Where is Viper going?
I think we're going for LBLJ again.
Hello?
Yep, we're going for LBLJ again.
Okay.
SuperViper's had enough. Well, just wants to prove to everybody that he knows how to do LBLJ. It's fair. Fair, I understand. It's kind of a gamer play, honestly. I mean, gonna go. I don't know what to say. LBLJ late route. It's technically faster. Okay. I timed it. I promise.
Is going downstairs without realizing he doesn't have the key.
Yeah, that would be the disaster scenario if that were to be true. I would imagine in the end of the day, this is potentially faster faster than, you know, going for like the slow stars like Womp King. But obviously you don't get that extra time save with the LBLJ route if you don't have to go back to BOB to grab a bomb clip.
He's safe into the death.
Yeah, and giving some room to Super Viper here, as Super Viper just has to nab this Bowser and get down into the basement. And, you know, doing this...
Sif making a smile, and he was like, whoops. I forgot that was coming.
Yeah, he's had some trouble with this double jump here. Opting not to turn the camera. Totally fair, but unfortunately unable to grab that double jump. And I gotta say, this just shows a lot of confidence in Super Viper. I mean, Super Viper coming in here, having a really rough start, and just going for, like, LBLJ late is kind of ridiculous. See if it ends up paying off, as we are going into basement here.
Hey, Viper has a lot of catching up to do, depends on what happens to Sif.
Yeah, we've definitely not seen Sif have the cleanest basement. We've even seen him die on Elevator Tour in Lava Land, which is typically considered to be a pretty safe / free star.
And missed Klepto at the first race.
Oh yeah, very true. So pretty much any star could potentially be a time loss here, enough to give Super Viper back a steady position in this race as we get a first try plus here. Not grabbing the top of the pyramid star this time around.
Okay, Sif saving it and almost pulling the rest of the runners, ending up inside the pyramid from the bottom, from the Shy Guy knocking them out. There are some runners who managed to get out before the loading zones load them in.
What? I've never seen that.
Yeah, like, I saw Aki kicking that loading zone and gets out of the entrance.
It's crazy.
And, like, what do you mean?
I've never seen that before.
Hmm.
I believe you. I just have never seen it. It sounds nuts.
You may find that it around in GSA highlights.
Alright, Sif going for bully again here. Gonna be sticking with the side flip setup. Taking a little bit of a ledge grab, but not a huge time loss. Thing is, every little bit of time loss is a tiny bit of time where Super Viper can catch up. Super Viper does have extremely clean movement, knows the fast strats. Go for those long jumps here to start things off in Lava Land. Sif gonna have to go for a side hop at this point. Double long jump is definitely interesting, but nabbing the moving there, making it look easy.
So I'm just noticing that Sif is pressing save, and continue. So
Yeah, I noticed that earlier, and I mean, honestly, the amount of time it saves, especially in 16 star, like, why not? Like, why do you really need to go for that?
Opinion noted. Ooh, almost get hit by the fire with a flamethrower. 920 exit for Sif. Ooh, okay.
And so looking to be almost a minute of a lead here for Sif still. But if there's anywhere you can lose a minute, it's front sub, fire C, it's BLJ's bits. Like, the end game in 16 star is brutal. That's one of my favorite parts about 16 star races is it's really hard to ever count anybody out. The leads never get really that big, and the end game can definitely eat pretty much any amount of time. So see how Super Viper fares here heading into HMC. Is about more like a 50-second lead. I didn't quite catch the fade out time, but Viper having some trouble with the triple box jump. Does grab it second try with the backup side flip. Everyone's favorite robot co-commentator making a return. Tabby, are you with us?
I am.
Pog.
Beep, beep, boop, boop.
I gotta say, even through the technical difficulties, I'm glad we could have you in the booth for this series, Tabby. It's been a pleasure.
I had to check my internet once I'm done with this.
Yeah, internet sucks.
I'm pretty sure it's the ping, not the that.
Very much a possibility. Oh man, my heart skipped a beat there. For some reason I thought Super Viper already had 15 stars and re-entered HMC, but we are good. Sif gonna be going for the wall kick there and does nab it. Everybody in chat agreeing with Tabby. Not sure what Tabby's saying half the time, but definitely gotta agree. Super Viper missing the backup in the corner, gonna have to chase down Mips. Very quick backup though. Being on English, of course, making that quite a bit easier. The backup. Sif making another front sub, it looked like. I didn't quite catch it as I was watching Super Viper there. But wow, 3 front subs from our boy Sif. Can we get a pole glitch here? Looks good for me. Very nice
And
pole
he gets
glitch.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, he seems to, and he's good.
Ooh, and going for the long jump wall kick? Okay. That's speedy. I always baby out and go for the triple jump.
If he does, yeah, he's too early for the triple jump. So, if he does a triple jump, he's gonna land on that platform instead of hitting the wall.
See, you underestimate my ability to be slow / slow down. The Super Viper going to the back fin here. I'm impressed with the fact that Sif went for front sub 3 times and got it 3 times. That is actually nuts. Like, Sif showed up to play for sure.
Sif has some spirit for the game.
Yeah, that's a very good point. I didn't even notice that. The sunlight has come up in Sif's dwelling, pouring through the windows.
33 a.m. for me.
Wait, what time is it for you, Tabby?
12:33 a.m.
Okay, and a nice set of BLJs for Sif. It's definitely something that Super Viper was probably banking on Sif messing up here for the comeback, and a second volley of BLJs has come through for Sif. Almost looks like the final nail in the coffin, but Sky is a bit of a beast.
And the man is in.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, it's gotta be. Depends on this end.
Like around 5 seconds.
Yeah, it's gonna be close for sure. I'll have to see what the pipe entry time is like.
Only needed the queen bit and make it face.
Okay, I was a little bit scared we were gonna go for that triple jump. Don't think it would have worked. Legendary gamer Zane64 in the chat says it is PB pace. Gotta believe Zine. Never ever doubted Zine in my entire life about anything. Not even once. It comes down to throws. Sif take this home and the victory. Shine away from the camera.
Meanwhile, Viper.
Oh, that's gonna hit, right? Okay.
That's a good hit.
That was such, like, an edge case scenario for Sif. Throw number 2 is good, and one more throw should seal the deal on a PB and the series, and that is a good throw. Sif showing up to play, waking up in the middle of the night, right early in the morning, and grabbing a PB to start the day right before taking another sleep.
Yes,
that is
the WPB and then a win of PB, and we got 1630 for Sif.
that is sick. Absolute respect on Sif right now.
1629 according to Zan. Ooh, right. Cool, Viper.
Yeah, it's hard to say what the official timing is going to be. Always comes down to the read time. But Sif definitely showing up to play here. Viper going to be rolling into final Bowser fight. Oh no. Still going though. Mad respect for SuperViper to continue things on here. I was adding up in my head and I was thinking, is this going to be a completion from SuperViper? Oh, maybe not. Okay, gonna bait compass off the edge. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yep, he knows he's dead. To finish. Just throw it himself along with yourself.
That's
Bye.
That's definitely not something I've seen before. But huge respect to Sif. Got plenty of GGs in the chat. That was sick.
Two, one. So that's
Alright, let's see if we can get these gamers in for an interview. Oh man, Siffo's typing. Okay, thank you. I was gonna say if Sif comes in here, takes the win in the middle, in the middle of the morning, gets a PB and then does an interview, I would have been crushed, dude. I would have cried.
he's in the win. And
All
here
right,
he
Sif,
is.
welcome in. Congrats on the big gamer PB. How are you feeling?
I don't know how that PB. That felt like such a horrible run, but I mean, I guess that just says how bad my PB is.
Not bad. Like, you seem pretty chill and just enjoying the game. Like, not enough pressure though. Unlike the first game, you missed Klepto and died in Lava.
It's a mix of like being chill and not being too awake, so it's like I can't really get mad. So
You haven't slept yet?
I went to bed and then I woke up because I woke up at 4 a.m. because it's 4:30 is when this started for me. So,
That makes sense.
and I have work at 8:30, so I'll be going back to bed and then going to
Oh
work.
man, that is not only like commitment, but that's like a grind, dude. Mad respect for doing that. Appreciate being flexible as well. I know living in Australia, joining these international tournaments, has got to be a headache and a half. I gotta ask though, so I wasn't expecting the 3 front subs, and obviously just like absolutely crushing it. What was the motivation behind that? What was your thought process there?
I don't know how to do back subs, so.
What? Really?
I only know front subs.
Oh man, I don't know how I missed that.
It's been a very long time since I haven't done back subs since I was on emulator. So once I swapped, I committed. So it's probably been like over a year since I've
Yeah, I mean,
touched the back sub.
that's definitely a sick commitment to make. Front sub, kind of scary at first, but I feel like once you get it down, it can be pretty consistent, as you showed. I mean, 3 for 3, pretty impressive stuff.
Yeah, as long as you account for the lag and you don't miss an input, then it's a fairly safe setup. Shout out to Luna Jump.
And Super Viper is waiting in. He
Oh,
may
Pog?
have a dragon.
Pog? What's up, Viper? How you doing?
That was the most interesting set of 16-star races I have ever done.
Okay, I gotta say, I was not expecting the late LBLJ after the early game on that last race. That was definitely
Well, I
interesting.
did that in my first set of races too. So
Man,
You had me at
apparently I'm not
first.
paying attention to any of these races because I don't know what's going on. That's crazy.
You had me
Yeah.
at first, making me think that you didn't got the key. You're just going straight to the basement, and I was like, "Wait, where are you going?" Until I know what you were really doing.
I will say though, I wonder how I would have switched up my route if I actually got Cannonless in that race. I wonder what star I would have replaced it. Because after I finished Dark World, my star count was matched up with my splits. So I just followed my route exactly as it was. But I wonder what would I would have probably either replaced Pillarless or the Elevator Star in LLL, but I don't know. I don't know which one would have been better.
Yeah, that's a good question. I think they're about the same. I think for me, I would just replace Pillarless just because it's a little bit scarier in terms of risk.
My only comments is good game.
That's fair. That's fair.
SM64 is a very polished video game, and there are absolutely no flaws with it whatsoever.
Very true.
That's all I have to say, really. So GG, Cypho, congrats on PB.
Yeah, GG's, man.
Yeah, we got Sifo moving on to the next round. You got one more round to go until you make it into the main bracket. But looking forward to see you on in the next match. And speaking of next matches, we got Poke versus Runosh coming up here in about 15 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and go to a short break and learn a little bit more about urban arts. So everybody stick around at about 5 or so more hours of SM64 action tonight. So don't go anywhere. Shouts to the runners. Get those commands in the chat, and I'll see you guys in about 15 minutes.
I'll be hopping off now, so you can have mayonnaise or milk. I don't know how to pronounce it. Names.
I will have very mayonnaise.
Yeah. I'll catch you all later. It's fun to catch around again for a while.